Hi everybody, today I'll show you how to edit homepage with Elementor in WordPress. So let's begin. Alright, so to edit the homepage in Elementor, that is really easy. So if you can have a look at our homepage here, this is how our homepage is looking. Basically, I have simply imported this from the starter templates so that I don't have to build this from the scratch. So if you wanted to import the template from the starter templates, that is really easy. You will first go into the plugins and click on the add new plugin. And here you would basically search for starter templates here. So you can see here we have starter templates at the top of the search. So I have already installed an activity this. So after this, what we need to do, we have to go inside the appearance and here click on the starter templates here. All right. So first thing that we need to do here, we have to change this from the AI website builder to the Elementor, because then it will only give us the templates that are supported with the Elementor. So we can simply import this directly from here. So for that, what you need to do, you just simply click here, and from here you can simply import this. So I'm going to simply click on continue, and after this you can simply continue and it will be imported. So since I have already done this, so I won't be doing this from here. So let's close this tab. Alright, so from here, now I'm going to simply click on edit with Elementor. And now we will be able to edit our homepage in the Elementor. All right. So here you can see this, we have the heading, we have the button, and we have this background image. And after this, we have these different sections here. So basically I can edit all of these sections. So we have full customization here. And even if I wanted to add the new section into it, I can simply do this from here. Okay. So right now, let's just try to edit our stuff here. So here you can see here, we have this text and the heading. So if I just click on this, you will be able to see I'm having this heading here. So if I wanted to change the color of it or maybe something else, I can simply do this. Okay. So here in the heading, you can see here the first thing that we have is the title. So if I wanted to change the title, I can simply do this from here. So let's just change the text here. So here you can see this, we can simply change the text. And if I wanted to add the link to my title, I can do this from here. And if I wanted to change the HTML tag of my heading here, so you can see this, we have the different options here. So we can go with the H1, H2, H3, H4, and so on. All right. And even in the styling, we can also do the edit here. So for that, you would simply click on the style. And in the style, you can see here, we have the alignment. So if I wanted to put this on the left side, I would just simply click here. And if I wanted to put this on the right side, I would just simply click here. And if I wanted to put this onto the center, I would just simply click here. And after this, we have the text color, and then we have the typography. So if I wanted to change the typography here, I would just simply click here and you will be able to see the different options. So we have the family option, we have the size, we have the weight, we have the transform, the style, decoration, and you can also see these other options here as well. All right. So if you wanted to change or modify anything from it, you can simply do this. So let's just change the size of it. So let's just go here with the size. You can see this, we can change the size from here directly. So I'm going to go here with the default value, whatever it was. All right. And from here, I can change the font family. So if I wanted to change the font family, I can simply do this from here. So now let's click on Verdana and you will be able to see that we have the font family of Verdana. But I'm going to go here with the default value. Okay. So let's click on the default here. That's great. All right. So after this, we have the text stroke and we have the text shadow. So if you wanted to add the text shadow onto your heading, you can also do this. All right. And in the last, we have the advanced settings. So in the advanced settings, you can add the margin, you can add the padding. So let's say I wanted to add the margin. So I'm going to write down 100 px here of the margin on the each side. So this is how we can do this. But if I only wanted to apply the margin from the one side, first I would just simply unlink the values from here. And now I will be able to add the values on the single side. Okay, so if I add 10 here and if I add 10 on the bottom as well, I can do this. Similarly, we can work with the bedding here. And after this, we have the width. We also have the order. We have the size. And you can also see the different options here. All right. So after this, we have our second heading. And in the second heading, it works in the similar way. So we have the same options. We have the same styling. And we have the same advanced settings. Okay. So now if I just click on the button here. So for the button, we have a kind of different options here. So in the buttons, we have the type of the button, we have the text of the button, we have the link. If you wanted to add the link to it, you can simply do this. And if you wanted to add the button ID to your button, you can also add this. So in the type, if I just click here, you will be able to see the different options here. So we have the info, we have the success, we have the warning, we have the danger. So if I just click on the success here, you will be able to see we are having a different background color on our button. All right. So if I just click on the danger here, we're going to have the different color. If I just click on the warning here, we'll have the different color. So this is how you can actually choose the type of the button based on your requirement. So I'm going to go here with the default, and you can also change the text here. So let's just click here on to the style. So in the style, you can see here, we have some different options, and we also have some similar kind of options that we had on our heading. So you can see here, we have the position. So I can also change the position of the button from here, and I can occupy the full width. You can see here. So this is how it's going to work. So we're going to go here with the center, and this is how it's going to work. So after this, we have the typography, we have the text shadow, text color, background type, and the background color, and we also have the border type. So in the border type, I just click here, you will be able to see the multiple different options. And after this, we have the border radius. So if you wanted to add the custom border radius, you can also do this. All right. So if I just write down 0 here, you will be able to see now we don't have any border radius. So basically from here, you can add the custom value. So let's go here with maybe, let's say 20, or you can increase the value or decrease the value however you want it. So I'm going to go here with the default value. All right. So this is the button, and this is basically our text. And after this, we have these containers, as you can see here on the structure. So containers are basically the places where you basically add all of these different things. So you can see here in the container, I'm having my heading, divider, and then heading again, then the button. And right now I have clicked on the container. So in the container, we have the different setting options. Okay. So we have the layout, then we have the style, then we have the advanced option. So in the advanced, basically, it is pretty much same to the other elements. We have the same kind of options, but in the layout, you can see here, we have the container layout. So if you want to change this to the grid, you can simply do this. But right now, we're going to go here with the flexbox. And after this, we have the content width. So in the content width, we have the two options. The first one is a boxed, and the second one is a full width. So whichever you want to choose, you can simply do this. And after this, we have the width, and we have the min height value. And then we have the direction. So direction simply means that, so whenever I add the items into my container, on which direction it should be added, whether it should be vertical, whether it should be horizontal. And even in the horizontal or the vertical, we have the direction, like the reverse direction or the straight direction. So let's say right now, you can see here the default value of this is basically the vertical direction to the downside. But let's say if I just click on the column reverse here, you will be able to see that the items are basically reversed. So whatever we had on the last, on the normal column, now we have it on the first. Okay. And I'm going to go back here into the column vertical, and you can also change this to the draw direction as well. So if I just click here, this is how it's going to be. So it will add the items horizontally from the left to right. And you can also do this from the right to left. But right now we're going to go here with the default value, which is column vertical. And after this, we have the justify content. And after this, we have the align items. So however you want to align the items, you can simply do this. And then we have the gaps between the columns and the rows. So if you wanted to add this, you can do this as well. All right. So right now I'm going to click on our main container here that we have here. All right. So from here, you can see we're having the same option. So now we're going to go into the style. So in the style, you can see this, we are having the background, and then we are having the background overlay, then the border and the shape divider. So right now we're going to only explore the background. So in the background, if you only wanted to add the color, you can simply do this. So for that, you will simply click here, and from here, you can choose the color here. All right. We have given an image. That is why you can see the color here, but you can also go with the color from here as well. All right. So let's clear this, and we will simply click on our image. So if you wanted to change the image here, you can simply do this. There is no restriction on that. So I'm going to go here with maybe this picture, and let's click on select. All right, so now you'll be able to see the different background image here. And after this, we have the background overlay. So if I just click here, you can see this, we are having the background overlay color here. So if you want to change this, you can also do this from here. You can see the difference here. All right. This is how you can basically edit the background of the container. All right. So after this, we are having this different options. So if I just click here, you can see this is the kind of image. So in the image, we are having the image option, then the resolution, then the caption, then the link, And after this, we have the style. So you can see this, we are having a similar kind of options here. So we have the alignment, width, max width, height, and the opacity. And you can also see the other options here. Okay. And then the text again. And after this, we have this different containers on which we are having the different elements. So if I just click on the image, you can see that we are having this image here. Then we are having this heading. So you can simply edit any of these things from here directly. Okay. Similarly, the way that we have done it earlier. Okay. All right, so right now you can see here that on this image, you can see the background image here that we are having this effects, a kind of parallax effect. So how can we do this? We will simply click here for that. And you can see we have this style, and in style, we are having this image. So in the image, you can see this, we have the attachment to the fix. So if I just change this to the default, now the image won't be moving. All right. But if I wanted to change this to that parallax effect, so for that, I will just change the value to the fix. So that is how you can do this. And after this, you can see this, we are having the heading and the button and the text and the images again. So basically it's pretty much same. But let's say that if you wanted to add a new container here. So to add the new container is not really difficult. You just simply click here onto the add container, and you have the two options, whether you want to go here with the grid layout or the flexbox layout. So right now we're going to go here with the flexbox. So I'll just click here. And here you can see that we have the different structures here. So whether you want to go here with a single column structure or the 2-column structure or the 4-column structure or the 3 or maybe the different structure here. So right now, let's say if I wanted to go here with a single column structure, I'll just simply click here. And even in the single column structure, you can see this, we are having the two directions. Either it is in the vertical direction or in the horizontal direction. All right. So now we're going to go here with the vertical direction. So let's say if I wanted to add the element into it, so I just simply click on the add element, and here you'll be able to see different elements here. So you can see this, we are having the heading, we are having the image, text editor, video, button, divider, the spacer, and the Google map. And we also have the icon and the forms. So let's say that I wanted to add the Google map here. So I'll just simply drag this and put this here. And now you will be able to see the Google map here. And in the Google map, I can add the location here, and from here you can adjust the zoom and the height of it. All right. So if I wanted to add one more element, I will just simply click here, and from here I can also add the other elements here. So these elements that are inside the Pro are basically the part of the Pro version of the Elementor. So we cannot actually use this right now. But let's say if you wanted to add maybe the image box or the icon box or the counter or the icon list, or let's say the testimonial, so you can simply do this. So for that, what you need to do, you just simply drag this and put this here, and this will be added here. All right. So now obviously I can edit the list items here. So if I just click on the list items right now, you can see this, I have the text, I have the icon, and I have the link. So in this way, you can basically edit your homepage in the Elementor. All right. So there is one last thing here. So now I'm going to simply publish this. And now I will just go back into our WordPress dashboard. All right, so that is the last thing that I wanted to mention. So by default, whenever you install the WordPress, you won't be able to see that kind of a homepage. Okay, you won't be able to see that homepage design or whatever, even if you wanted to build this from the scratch. You will be able to see the blog post by default on your homepage. So if you wanted to change this into the static page or any landing page, so for that, what you will need to do, you need to go into the settings, and here you will just click on the reading, I guess. So you can see here we have the two options on our homepage displays. So by default, it will be selected on your latest post. So you have to change this into a static page, and then you have to add your homepage, whatever the page that you wanted to add here, and then it will work fine. All right. So this is how you can edit your homepage in the Elementor. So if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.